I stand at the borderline, divine fate and time, the history of the Mekong, asking myself, what does it mean to be Hmong in a generation where the young are losing their native tongue? Divisions between the new and old generation, different values results from lack of connection. I stand beside my fellow youths, we search the ancient horizon for any trace of Hmong. Textbooks and lectures penetrate our ears, no longer valid reasons why we should care. We long to reconnect of what got swept by the tide of assimilation, to recover lost tongues and cultural pride, so that we have another reason why we need to wear Hmong clothes to Hmong New Year's. The vast Mekong River stirs up memories. At last, it tells me, with its nostalgic waves whispering silently, to keep Hmong alive inside of me.
If I was to paint a picture of my identity, I would circulate an inward spiral and slowly vanish through my eye level as it leaves the tip of my paintbrush. And as I stare closely, it may seem never ending. Longer and longer, my eyes starts to weaken. Drowsy as it may seem, somehow my eyes fall asleep deep and become hypnotized, victim of hallucination, waiting for orders from the hypnotist itself. If I was to paint a picture of my identity, Mo will colonize a great nation with palaces, temples, and endless growth, odor that will infest my lungs and all internal organs, making me choke with my stomach through my nose and leave fungus on canvas, because even with time, how can I paint a picture when I'm still searching for mine? I refuse to paint a picture because no image can describe my physical features. I refuse to paint a picture because no image can cry and leave teardrops like Hmong mothers as she grabs to hush her newborn.
The communists are approaching soon. Do it or else.
Now, who is it at fault we blame because we feed opium to newborns? I refuse to paint a picture because no image can sense the smell of my mother's medicine stash or the incense burning as the gong bangs. Hmong, 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 over and over again. The only picture I can paint of those in my mind is soul. I refuse to assimilate, that's why I canvas more, grow. Fought my way out of hallucination, opened my eyes and realized I need to travel back in spiral, like Fandao, like a mother and her child. My identity longed for me, like I too long for it. I too will find it.
Before our mothers and fathers started to grow gray hairs, before our beige skin started to wrinkle at the edges, even before our stubby little feet ever learned how to walk gracefully across green grass, we were all just invisible angels floating around the clouds, waiting to find a mother's belly that could paint us pink. Each day we walk, we color our little lives with a little bit of color. Planes made from silver-colored steel have allowed us to skip across the spectrum. Big blue oceans separate our fathers from where our grandfathers have been buried. Brown dirt mountaintops have become concrete-colored condos. Soft voices recorded cassettes can now be heard along speeches, sharper than the black suits of the politicians who wear them. Ink, long-colored hair is now dyed to match our brown peoples. The purple, sticky rice that we eat still tastes just as sweet on our pink tongues. It's beautiful. How we can shift colors like a prism, trying to remember that the sun shines bright regardless of where we are or when we are, and without it, we all be the same shade of black. When we die, when we close our eyes for the final time, refuse to see life for what it is, they will hang us rice paper dipped in yellow, silver, and red ink, and they will sing for us. We will be rich. When we die, we will carry the color of our stories on our skin like we were living bundle cloth quilts, wearing threads of pink, green, and blue stitched deep into each wrinkle, showing the world how we crossed the river, how we crossed the ocean, how we crossed the fears, and most importantly, how we crossed back. When we die, the sun will look out at us and laugh, not out of mockery, out of joy, because she will know that her light was not wasted upon our skin, laughing of how we began, once invisible in the sky, only to be painted upon this earth. We will be rainbows, living, breathing, bleeding rainbows. And hopefully the world will forget the difference between black and white.
Bone buried, bicycle tires spun on its stainless steel elbow stump. Spokes bent like the snapped vocal cords of mahogany guitar, hemorrhaging youthful visions and thousand-year-old proverbs. Last night, it still sang, in childish anticipation of a true people's republic, no longer carrying dreams forward. It now groaned muffled testimony in empty circles. My fate had long been written in songs and poetry, on alabaster silk handkerchiefs, in dark, angular pivots, and flush embraces where the strokes meet. Before the silkworm's ivory saliva made keys salivate through cannon and opium pipe, before skewered squid and skewed squandering, before mother was separated from father, children from parents, before we excelled in exile and were told, daughter and father alike, that we were not good enough, not American enough. Before my cranium was cremated as my demurely exotic features were blown up into a sex doll, before I was looking for myself in all the wrong places, constantly wiping the sweat off the mirror while I drilled a second town and vowed to forget my first, to never be looked down on again. I saw my soul splattered, flying from the tip of horsehair brushes, spinning from the rear centrifuge of that bike, was in the front line, daring tanks and their camouflaged pilots.
My fate had long been written.
In the dream of red chambers and the scarlet realities of Tiananmen,
My fate had long been written.
in a far away land with the uncompromising lifeline we call Huanghe, the Yellow River, in poetry and poetic protest.
Our people
Our people
are like the silver light stars etched into the dark paper of the sky. Our fingers curled, afraid to point at the moon, holding onto her fingertips at the window. Our point of view, looking through the glass of bamboo, looking to the past, looking for the fire, the bursting of the bomb, the land of our mom, looking for a time before the war, before the pillages of the villages, looking for faith from the sunburnt rice farmer, his back tan for feverish flames, his heart contempt drenched with the family name, looking for the angels of our people, looking for the sky, looking for lessons of mom's lives. We thrive, we ride on the flow of her words. They keep us afloat on the boat from drowning in the world we hold, like the fingertips we hold. Superstitious attitudes we fold, but yet believe them when we're told. We lead down the road back to the window, from outside looking in.
One side.
Eyes closed, and we're still living in two worlds.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, 带着那个
OK，我们。